Hey, what's up guys? Brad with Squared Away Every Day, and today we're going to be talking about should you actually buy a Tesla Model S Plaid in place of a Lamborghini, a Mclaren, a Ferrari, a Porsche, any of those high-end supercars. Is it really worth it to buy a Tesla Model S Plaid in place of those? We're going to talk about it a little bit today, just my opinions on it. If you haven't had a chance yet, please go ahead and like the video if you end up digging it, sub to the channel, and let's kind of hop into it. Okay, so I've had my Tesla Model S Plaid for about 6 or 7 weeks at this point. Plenty of time to realize the stuff I love about it, the stuff I hate about it, and what the car actually is. But if you're like me, you're probably sitting there thinking, is the Model S Plaid actually better than a McLaren, a Ferrari, any of these cars above? And I think the main thing to ask yourself is, what are you really buying the car for? Now, if you're buying a car because you just want it to be insanely fast, a production car that is insanely fast, look no further than the Tesla Model S Plaid. If you're looking for a car that just sounds really good, you want this visceral sound when you're accelerating, maybe you're looking at like a Lamborghini V10. It's got a great exhaust sound, it's got a terrific engine sound, and there's nothing better than that in terms of the sound on a vehicle. Maybe you're looking for a car that just handles incredibly well. Look no further than maybe say like a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. That would be a great car for handling. Maybe you're looking for a car that just looks very, very cool, very premium, and just different than anything else on the road, which maybe you're looking at like a McLaren 720S. I don't know. Maybe you're looking for a car that's just extremely luxurious, and you're not going to look at any of those cars. Maybe you're looking at like a Rolls-Royce or a Bentley, something along those lines. Or maybe you're buying that car because you got a big chip on your shoulder and you want everybody to know this is a big F you to everybody who didn't believe that you could do it. Maybe that's what it is. It's just a status thing. And so really it comes down to, why are you buying the car? What are you buying the car for? For me personally, when I came to come and buy a car like this, my main thing is speed. And so let me explain that. Yes, we can get cars that handle extremely well. We can do that. Are we actually going to get the full, are we going to grasp exactly the 100% performance of that car in terms of handling on like a city street or on like a highway or on like a mountain road? Probably not. We're probably not. And so it's kind of splitting hairs. Like people will freak out between like a 911 GT3 RS and like a 911 GT3. And at the end of the day, what I'm thinking is they're both going to be nimble. They're both going to drive fine for you on the road. And let's be honest, you're probably never going to take that thing to the track anyway. So when we talk about a performance feature or performance category like speed, this is something that everybody can take advantage of. And it can be very intense, very exciting, and just put a smile on your face. So when we talk about speed alone, just carnal speed, maybe not carnal, is that the right word? I always use that word wrong and it gets me in trouble. I don't think carnal speed, but just pure speed in itself. Look no further than the Tesla Model S Plaid. That is an extremely fast car, and it's a performance feature, just speed alone, it's a performance feature or category that everybody can take advantage of, whether it's just a short strip on a city street and nobody's around, or it's a highway, or you're going on the mountain roads. You can take advantage of speed almost anywhere. And so a fast car for me was highest priority. That's what I wanted, was a fast car. Now, owning a car like the Plaid that is the fastest production model car on earth was a huge plus and kind of a weird, niche-y, kind of cool thing to say in itself. And it's just exciting. You could say it at your age, whenever you're going to be buying this car, if it's still relevant, that you owned the fastest production car on earth for a time, however long you're going to own the car, which is just cool in itself. So for me, speed was a big one. Aesthetics was secondary to that. Now, me personally, I love the look of the Tesla Model S Plaid. And if you're thinking, I don't really like the look of the Model S in general, wait till you see the Plaid. I think that the Plaid looks much different on the road. It's got a bigger road presence to it. The back end looks very, very nice. Almost something out of like a category line of like an Aston Martin on the rear end. On the front, it looks very good to me too. It's subtle, yet it's got a road presence to it, and I really like that. So that's awesome, but to each their own on that one. And then third to that would be some sort of status to it. This is for a marketing tool to gain more business. This is for YouTube as well, so that people are interested in the car that you're driving. But the status symbol, I think, has to be there a little bit on most people's priority if you're buying a car like that, because to be honest with you, we could build a car that's faster than most of these cars and handles better for cheaper than what we could buy, like, you know, $150,000 car. And so really the status, probably the warranty too, being that it's a production car, is there. And for me, it's important because I use it like a tool. I use it to get more business in one of my businesses, and it gives me more validity to the stuff that I do, and it gives me more of a professional or successful image for people that want to do business with me. And in that case, that is a high-end luxury sector of that particular industry. And so it's a good thing for me. So anyway, when we're talking about should you buy the Tesla Model S Plaid instead of a Lambo, a McLaren, any of these different kind of cars, it really comes down to why are you buying that car? And if you think that you're going to be buying the car just as a big FU and everybody needs to know what that car is worth, the Plaid is probably not it. It's got a great road presence, but it's probably not it. If you're buying a car that, yes, you want it to be fast, but you need that sound, it's probably not the right car for you. If you're buying a car where you just have to have that thing handle incredibly and you don't care exactly how fast it is, you want it to be quick, but it doesn't need to be the quickest, the Plaid is probably not for you. And if this is a car for you to where it's like, you've got a great daily driver already, you've got whatever, you're building out your garage and you're just looking for a very fun toy, I don't think the Plaid is it. I don't think the Plaid is a fun toy. I really don't. What I do think the Plaid is a terrific EDC car where you just want to rip around and have a good time. It's incredibly easy to drive, and that's an awesome car to have. It is not a great garage toy. It's just not. And so those are my 2 cents on it. That is my honest opinion on should you buy a Lambo or a McLaren or whatever over a Plaid or vice versa. That's my 2 cents. If you haven't had a chance yet, please go ahead and like the video if you end up digging it. It'll, you know, help me to put out more content, helps the YouTube algorithm and all that stuff. And go ahead and give me a sub, and we'll see you in the next one.